Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dicebag, and I've got some more Keyforge. And I've actually played the game now. I can actually comment from a position of knowledge. So let's rip into this thing. I was kind of saving the deck boxes at first. Just had to have a place to put these things in because they're the perfect size. And a little origami and scissoring will do some good work to the top of these so you can actually close them up. Anyways, I moved on to using the sleeves that I get from my Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes that I've been opening on these to sleeve up my Keyforge decks. But personally, I'd rather have like clear sleeves that are still kind of firm like that so you can see the card backs on these things. Because that's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Anyways, what have we got here? We've got one-eared Ironheart Dionysia. Okay. Now, how do we get into this? There we go. You don't so much use the pull tab as you do just find the hole and rip it open. Alright, so there's the identity card. We got Sanctum, Dis, and Logos. This is the first Dis deck I've opened, and I've opened several right now. I think I'm up to like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've only done a video on one, but I got some for Christmas, and I wanted to play. So I haven't played Dis yet, so we'll see what we got here. And that's what we're starting out with. 3 fates. What have we got? Destroy the 3 most powerful creatures. Okay, that's kind of a control card. I guess the goodness of it depends on whether you have any of those 3 most powerful creatures. And there might be a decent chance of that, given we got Sanctum in here. I think this might have decent sized creatures too, but whatever. At least it gets you never. And next, Annihilation Ritual. When a creature would enter a discard pile from the play, purge it instead. That's a interesting artifact. By the way, this is one of the things that really drives me crazy about Keyforge. The information is all over the place. I'm holding things off the screen. Look, here you got the title here, then the card type is really in small font, tiny, a little down there. And up here, it's a different one, so it's on the top, but then the creatures are like down here again, and it's really annoying. Anyways, this artifact is a power. I don't get the theming on these things. Anyways, Screaming Cave, another artifact. Location. Shuffle your hand and discard pile into your deck. So basically, wow, that's freaking good. You just use that at the end of your turn and you can refill your hand up to 7. That's like a Wheel of Fate or whatever, and it's just an action, you can do it all the time. Are they sure they wanted to print this? Do you see that? That seems really good. Freaking, there's 2 of them. Do we get a 3? No. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Being able to just cycle through your hands every turn, wow. Anyways, next. Charette. Let's see, play, capture 3 amber. Okay, that's a little come down from the thrill right there. Wow. I have to set these up. Okay, Drumble, what is this? An imp. It's got elusive And if your opponent has 7 or more, capture all of it. Wow, ooh. That'll screw you over. Looks like Dis is pretty heavy on creatures right now. We got Dust Imp. When he's destroyed, you gain 2 Amber, excuse me. And next up, Eater of the Dead. Another rare. 4 power, fight, reap, purge a creature from a discard pile. If you do, put a +1 power counter on Eater of the Dead. Okay, he's pretty cool. He can keep getting bigger and bigger and stop your opponent from getting creatures back. Seems like there's a decent amount of graveyard hate in here. No, 2 cards. Ember Imp is this. We got lots of imps here. 2 power, your opponent cannot play more than 2 cards each turn. Okay, that's pretty nasty. A lot of the time, frankly, 2 cards is about what's normal. You're not going to have any blowout turns, but a lot of the time, most of your turns come from what's already on your board, from what I've seen. The Terror. 5 power, if your opponent has no Amber, gain 2. Well, that's a good first turn play. He's big and beefy, and he gives you Amber. Let's see, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a couple more. Oh, we got 2 of them. Cool, cool. And Flame Wreathed. Creature has +2 power and gains Hazardous 2. Before this creature is attacked, deal 2 damage to the attacking enemy. Now there's a lot of these little powers like Hazardous 2 and I think, what is it, like Rampage or something like that aren't used very often, but they're on random cards for some reason. I don't know. I feel like they should have kind of held that back for later sets or something. And we're into logos. We got Fogify. I've talked about that one. It's actually not bad when you're trying to protect a guy. And Library Access. That's a pretty nice one. For the remainder of the turn, each time you play another card, draw a card. Can lead to some blowout turns, if you set up for it. And I found out what Archive does, which is pretty good for that. Remote Access. Not familiar with this one. Oh, use an opponent's artifact as if it were yours. That's good for sacrifice artifacts and stuff like that. And it gives you an Amber when you play it. Wild Wormhole. Pretty standard stuff. Nothing bad about it. Let's move things down a tad. Doc Bookton. Good standard common card. This seems like another really creature heavy deck. Assuming we don't have a bunch of upgrades later on. Dr. Escoterra. I don't think I've ever gained Amber from playing this guy. Oh boy, we have another one. I seem to remember the last time I opened a deck on this channel. We got 2 Dr. Escoterras right in a row. Okay, it's not a third. Good. We got Quixo the Adventurer. Let's see, he's got Skirmish and Fight, draw a card. So he can deal 3 damage each turn and draw you a card. That's pretty nice. I never really used him, but I think I have a deck that he's in. Another one. This deck has card draw out the wazoo, doesn't it? Novu Archaeologist. Action, archive a card from your discard pile. Now, it says action there. I'm assuming that in order to do that, you just tap it. Like you would reap, but except you don't get the Amber from reaping. I'm like I've said before, the wording on these cards is suspect. I'm not sure if this should be viewed as a trigger or as a cost or what, because it seems to be different. Like, obviously, play, that's a trigger. Then you got reap, that appears to be a trigger. But then when you have the fight abilities, the fight ones only trigger if your creature survives the fight, so it triggers at the end of the fight. It's very... it's not consistent, and it drives me crazy. Okay, I gotta clean up my stuff here. Alright. Anyways. That's actually quite good, being able to archive something every turn. Valen Analyst. Each time you use an artifact, gain 1 amber. Oh, jeez. I can Screaming Cave to shuffle my hand into my deck and then gain 1 amber every time I do it? Thank you. This deck is going to be nuts. Rocket Boots. This creature gains Fight Reap. If it's the first time this creature is used this turn, ready it. Nice. So we can put it on one of our card draw dudes. And we're into Sanctum finally. Choose one. Destroy each disc creature or gain 1 amber. Well, I'm probably going to be gaining the amber, won't I? Considering all of this. And next, Blinding Light. Choose a house. Stun each creature of that house. Seems decent. But there's usually a lot of overlap. Inspiration. Ready and use a friendly creature. Especially nice. It lets you use creatures outside of your active house. Do I have any? I don't think so. No other artifacts in there. Radiant Truth. I'm not familiar with this one. Stun each enemy creature not on a flank. What? Oh, come on. Truly I say to you, pie is superior to cake. From the ravings of the prophet Gizelhart. Keyforge, you're not really funny. You can stop trying to be funny, please. Next up, Take Hostages. Nice one to slow your opponent down. For the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature fights. It captures 1 amber. We got some decent sized creatures. There's a lot of 2s. But then again, a lot of these guys are skirmish, so they can attack without fear of being killed. And then, Dust Imp. You kind of want him to die anyways, whatever. Another Take Hostages. And a Hallowed Blaster. Not bad. I hear people poo-pooing on this, but I don't see a good reason to. It seems useful when you actually use it, which I haven't used it much. But it helps. Bulwark. Each of Bulwark's neighbors gets 2 armor. Well, that's probably pretty nice considering that hardly any of my creatures have armor. So next, another Bulwark. Okay. And Champion Anaphiel. 6/1 with Taunt. Another one to protect little guys, I guess. Sequis. Reap and capture 1. And protect the weak. This creature gets +1 armor and gains Taunt. Okay, something else to protect the little guys. And let's see. Okay, there's a grand total of 5 rares in this deck, it looks like. I think that's the most I've gotten. And boy, yeah, most of them are in this. All 3 of the artifacts. And Screaming Cave seems nuts. I'm very interested in trying this thing out. Let's just look. Let's just look at all the card draw this thing has. We got Archives there. That's practically the same thing as we got Fight, draw a card. We got Reap, draw a card. And we got these 2, which just cycle your whole hands through. Let's see. What else have we got? Take Hostages, Radiant Truth, Inspiration. we can use this to get more uses out of our Reaper fight dudes. We can get this to play a card off the top of their deck. That just straight up draws cards for every time you play a card. This deck seems pretty crazy. Well, that was quite a ride. Hey, Mr. One-Eared, Ironheart, Dionysia. Good job, man. You got quite a deck there. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me some feedback. And by the way, I have my own little card game I'm working on here called Domain. You can check more about it in the links in the description. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.